I chose the front engine car because we had run faster speeds in this car than we had the rear engine car. And also we had a few problems with the other car, and certainly this car has run here in the past, and it's the same car that I won last year with. And I feel that it doesn't have any problems. It's certainly a proven car.
12 rear-engine cars qualified for the 1964 Indianapolis Speed Classic.
But actually, I started making up my mind to drive a rear-engine car, I believe, during last year's race. As I watched Jimmy Clark and Dan Gurney driving these cars, I was really amazed at how easy they went through the corners, and they could pass just about anywhere they wanted to, and really that's what started me making up my mind.
Team Lotus put all others on notice. Defending world champ Jim Clark sets new 1- and 4-lap records. Clark's hot lap of 159 miles an hour shattered the old mark by nearly 8 miles an hour.
This sight has no equal in sport for drama and suspense. Thousands standing, screaming fans. Here they come down the main stretch, the world's fastest flying start. There's the green flag, and the 1964 500-mile race is on. Into the #1 turn, and here is Bill Foyt.
To no one's surprise, Clark is quick from the start and pulls away from the pack.
There has been a spectacular crash, almost at the head of the main stretch. There's so much fire, so much smoke, I am unable to see any car at all.
On lap 2, Dave McDonald slides into the retaining wall inside turn 4. Eddie Sachs collides with McDonald. 5 cars are involved. Sachs and McDonald lose their lives.
A race driver who leaves this earth mentally when he straps himself into the cockpit to try for what to him is the biggest conquest he can make. So since death has 1,000 or more doors, Eddie Sachs exits this earth in a race car. Knowing Eddie, I assume that's the way he would have wanted it.
The race was stopped for over an hour. The world of racing forever changed.
When you pull around to that kind of a fiasco with the black smoke and the cars all on fire, you know, and then they make the announcement that they're both dead. There isn't any way that you can get back in that race car with the same kind of emotion and the same sharpness.
It was a very sad moment. There were some very great race drivers lost their lives. I'll never forget on the restart where it happened, and you kept running through the cement dust and things like that. It went through your mind that that could have been you as well as anybody else.
When the race resumes, Bobby Marshman takes the lead. His Lotus Ford has an advantage until a transmission plug breaks. Clark inherits the lead, but in a matter of laps, his day is done. A collapsed suspension forces the Flying Scot to retire on lap 48. Now defending champion Parnelli Jones is in first. His time up front only lasts 7 laps.
And there's something wrong with his car. His car is on fire. The Argentinian Bose Fuel Pass Special shooting a few flames and some smoke down here.
A fire in the pits ruins his chances of a repeat. That left Anthony Joseph Foyt in control of the race. His Sheridan Thompson Special broke the string of bad luck and led the final 146 laps.
I was worried right at first in 1964 because we had an oil leak. If you notice when I got out, my mother kept all my uniforms. I've got every one of them that I've ever won with. The left side of me, you know, we led quite a bit of the race, was solid oil and it's coming out of the top of the transmission.
I felt on that day that we would finish about 3rd place, but a few things happened. People got in trouble, and we we won the race pretty good fashion. Foyt won that like he knew he was going to win all day.
Checkered flag for A.J. Foyt, with the right hand up in the air, waving to the crowd, the winner of the 1964 500-mile race.
It was a tragic race. I think it took a lot out of it for me. I think what made '64 such a banner year for me, that we come back and won the rest of the races. I was glad to be a two-time winner. Just could not believe it, but at the same time, it was really dampened by the loss of some of the other good race drivers.
1964 would mark the last time a roadster would visit Victory Lane at Indy. Foyt added 9 more wins that season to secure his 4th USAC national title.